Let me explain something to you. Tell you, Tank don't look at me as coach. I don't even feel right. Y'all hear this sound? But I'm a man at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And I'm a hustler.
Right.
Second foremost.
I don't hear Tank as the day. I hear Tank as that little boy. Believe in me, coach.
Tank Davis is famous for his explosive power in the ring. But it seems the real battle is happening outside of it. His longtime coach, Calvin Ford, has finally reached his limit and lost his patience. Declaring that respect is gone, tension between them has been rising, and now their bond appears to be at a breaking point. Ford's frustration has boiled over, sending shockwaves through the boxing world.
Who do you want to see? You, as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him. You're training him all the time. You know him. Both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
Give me the names. I need names, Calvin. I need names.
You already know. We went down to, we working on the big four. It was Garcia. That's the first one. Roma, I hope we get him soon. Shakur, he's going to get it. He know he's going to get it. It's just Bob is in charge of that. You know what I'm saying? Bob know what he's doing over there. You can't tell Bob how to run his game because he's like a vet at this. He's been doing it for so many years. That's going to happen. All the fights that we'll want, they have no choice. They're going to take the fight when it's time to take the fight. It's just right now, who's going to take the fight? That's the question.
My journey's crazy. That's why I sit there and say, yo, you can't write this, man. You cannot write this. My experience being gone and all the stuff that I went through preparing me for where I'm at today. You know, that Tank is over. He had the lessons, getting his lessons of what he got to do to take us the rest of the way. And this is his take us the rest of the way fight.
Davis and his longtime trainer, Calvin, have built a journey filled with success and mutual admiration. However, recent signs suggest that their partnership is facing struggles. Reports hint that Ford has grown frustrated with Davis, possibly signaling problems within their camp.
Let me explain something to you. Tell you, Tank don't look at me as coach. He look at me as dad. Do it look like his son supposed to be taking care of dad? I don't even feel right. Y'all hear this sound? Oh, Tank don't pay his coach. Tank gives me anything I want.
Right.
But I'm a man at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And I'm a hustler.
Right.
Second foremost, I came from that cloth. You know what I'm saying? He watched me lose my house, my wife, my family. He watched me do it. It's bigger than boxing.
Right.
Boxing is just a web.
Calvin Ford, a well-respected name in Baltimore's boxing world, played a key role in Davis's journey from a young prospect to a world champion. Their connection goes beyond a typical trainer-fighter relationship, with Ford acting as both a mentor and a father figure. This bond has been a major foundation of Davis's career, giving him support inside and outside the ring.
Came in the corner at the 6th round and said, my hand is hurting. If you look at the tape, I said, man, I don't want to hear that. Fight through it. And he done it. Y'all got to give this young man his props. Man, he come in day in and day out. And you hear him keep saying, he fight who they put in front of him. And we don't turn down nothing but our callers. So whatever they say to do, we're going to get the job done. That's the blue-collar way.
Ford's coaching philosophy is built on a deep knowledge of boxing's finer details. He focuses on sharp technique, footwork, and defense, which perfectly complement Davis's natural strength and athleticism. Their teamwork was a seamless blend of raw talent and smart strategy.
First one in the gym, the last one out the gym. Tank used to sit on the ring like this and watch me train him.
How old is he at this point?
He was like 7, 8.
Okay.
A lot of stuff that I was giving my son was giving it to Tank. So it was a perfect fit. The Tank was like the family, you know what I'm saying? And he used to sit at the table because I had another kid named Ramon Manning. He liked to play with them guns, you know what I'm saying? And when I lost him, I was hurt because that was my first time losing a fighter that you put so much into. Remember, I said, Tank, my money running out. And he just looked at me and said, believe in me, coach. Believe. That's what did it.
When he said that, that's...
It's still...
Damn.
I don't hear Tank as Tank as the day I had Tank as that little boy. Believe in me, coach. And he came in the gym one day and he said, Coach, I seen it. I said, what you seen? I had all the belts on me. He said, I'm gonna be that dude. Rest is history.
Damn, I got goosebumps low key. That's gotta.
As a key figure in Gervonta Davis's career, Calvin Ford has played a crucial role in guiding him through both professional and personal struggles. More than just a trainer, Ford has shaped Davis into an elite fighter. His influence goes beyond the gym. He also acts as a mentor and advisor, helping Davis handle relationships with major names like Floyd Mayweather.
You know, Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
Ford's impact on Davis stretched far beyond training. In many ways, he became a father figure to Davis, who grew up without a strong male role model. Ford brought structure and guidance to Davis's life, steering him away from the dangers of poverty and street life and helping him stay on the right path.
Tank, when you first met Calvin, the first time you met him, what do you remember at age 7?
When I met him, I think he brushed me off because he had a fight on. He had a fight on right there. I think he brushed me off.
He was a baby.
I was a baby.
He was a baby. No, but guess what? When he got around me, how did that treat you?
Yeah.
He used to be in the gym, and man, I still hear his screaming voice in my head.
Yeah, we was all kids. Like everybody that came up with us, that still with us, we came up as like kids. Even Coach Kenny been around for.
Their connection was deeper than just boxing. Ford often took on the role of a father, offering advice on life beyond the ring. Many believed their bond was unbreakable, but the split appears to have been triggered by Ford's legal troubles. However, insiders suggest long-standing professional tensions also played a role, as Davis faced growing pressure to maintain his superstar status.
So he's been detained, he's been arrested, and he's been in jail ever since. And you hear his partner, longtime partner, training partner, and his assistant trainer, Coach Kenny Ellis, and his fighters, you know, they keep saying free Coach Calvin, so on and so forth. If you don't know the backstory and the history of Coach Calvin Ford, you look at the show The Wire, and he's one of the characters on The Wire.
Before his fight with Lamont Roach Jr., Tank Davis responded to rumors about issues with his longtime coach, Calvin Ford, assuring fans that they were still on good terms. However, during the match, Davis was heard yelling at Ford, hinting that tensions between them might still be unresolved.
I didn't even want to ask you that question on camera.
What?
I'm talking about family at this point. Because you pulled up with just somebody else. You didn't even pull up with your team you pulled up with. We ain't see Calvin. Yeah.
Calvin was there.
Okay.
Calvin was there.
Okay.
I think he came a little late though. I spoke to him.
Y'all good?
Yeah.
All right, because
I just seen Calvin too. But that's another thing. Calvin is someone that he's like, when I ain't had no pops, Calvin was the person that you feel me, stepped in them shoes. So no matter if he's not my coach, anything like that, he's always gonna be in my life.
And that's why I said I would have asked that question off camera because I already know.
Yeah,
sure. So I ain't, but you already cleared it.
Despite their long history together, signs of friction have emerged between Davis and Ford. Though details remain unclear, sources close to their camp suggest disagreements over training methods and career choices have caused conflict. These kinds of disputes are common in boxing, where the pressure to stay at the top can strain even the closest relationships.
Break in between you guys not being, was there like kind of like a family
family fondness? Where
No, he came to see me. Dad, slow down on worrying about you because, boom, he knows that I spend time with my amateurs. You know me. Both of y'all know me very well.
Yeah.
Don't I spend time with my amateurs? All the time. That's my peace. And he know when I go spend time with my peace, I'm going through things. You know what I'm saying? When he was there, at least I know where he was at. Because it was something that we didn't do. It was something that we normally do. Y'all with me? And it was good for us, to tell you the truth, because when I stepped back in the head biggest game and I haven't been there, it brought back so much memories. When we first started off, and him seeing all us working together, he was happy. And at the end of the day, what it's about, the fight.
During a live Instagram session, Davis addressed the issues with his coach, saying, "I'll always respect Calvin for what he's done for me. But sometimes you have to make hard choices to move forward." He emphasized that there was no bad blood. Ford shared similar thoughts in an interview, explaining that the decision was what was best for both of them at this stage.
At DC, they call me Mo. Calvin is Calvin. You know what I mean? I got Calvin tatted on me. Calvin ain't going nowhere. Y'all don't even know Calvin for CCO. I know Calvin, you know what I mean? Y'all don't know? Calvin is Pops. He ain't going nowhere. I got that nigga tatted on me. This shit for life. Loyalty over everything. You know?
In early January 2024, reports surfaced that Calvin Ford had been arrested on charges of assault with a deadly weapon in Nevada. According to TalkSport, Baltimore police detained Ford, and he was waiting to be transferred to Nevada to face charges. After Ford's arrest, Davis publicly announced they were going separate ways professionally. He expressed respect for Ford but stated that he needed to focus on his career and personal growth, saying, "I've always respected Calvin and what he's done for me, but I have to do what's best for my team and myself."
I know a guy that you always say we gave him that star. I know you want to take it away. He got upset. His thoughts on Pitbull Ryo. What's your thoughts on that one? It still could be made. I think it's still marketable. Because some people say that Pitbull won. They saying that it was a robbery.
Nah, the guy clearly beat Pitbull. Pitbull know it. It took a little bit of fire out of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, again, Pitbull had a nice little run doing what he's doing, you know. So right now we just figure it out who's next.
Do it add to the fire that Tank might go up and get the 140 strap against Ryo?
Like I said, anything is possible.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So we have some very, very unfortunate news that has broken. Hopefully it proves not to be true. And that involves Gervonta Tank Davis, undefeated 3-division world champion, 5-time world champion, superstar boxer, who's widely acknowledged as the face of the sport of boxing, if not one of the faces. His longtime trainer, mentor, big brother, uncle, father figure, and Coach Calvin Ford. Now we know Coach Calvin Ford has been arrested recently. Over the past week, he has been arrested. And now more details are surfacing as he's still detained. And Coach Calvin is in some very hot water, according to these accusations, allegedly.
In his fight against Lamont Roach, Tank Davis's trainer, Calvin Ford, pointed out that Davis didn't elevate his performance as expected. One of the main concerns was that Davis didn't take full advantage of chances to dominate, allowing the fight to stay competitive. Ford noted that Davis usually enjoys punishing opponents rather than just securing knockouts. But in this fight, he wasn't as aggressive as he could have been.
It just went like he just like you said. Oh, it was. We looked at 3 rounds. Brian was calling out, "Yo, I need 3. We got 1. I need 2. He got the 2." But he forgot where he was at. He thought he was still in the 8th round. He thought he still had rounds to go.
Thought he still had rounds to go. He thought he was in the 8th round.
He was good. We just couldn't figure out why he wouldn't pick it up.
Right.
At a recent press conference, Ford explained that Davis's frustrations were typical for a young fighter, trying to gain more independence and understand the business side of boxing. He stressed that their core team, including Al Heyman, played a major role in Davis's career choices, and that any issues with Mayweather weren't serious threats to their plans.
And both of them guys was there. When we shot it off at Selena, you know what I'm saying? He said, nah, I ain't messing with Youngin. And I said that when we first turned pro with Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't messing with him. You know what I'm saying? As he seen Tank getting better, you know, he said, they said, nah, I don't want to do that. You know, so again, Romo is one of them big fours. He was one of them guys in that 135. You know what I'm saying? So he's supposed to be where he's at, you know, so that's the luck of things that he did to get back where he at.
Thanks, Cal.
Gervonta Davis has often shown deep gratitude and respect for Calvin Ford, recognizing him as a key influence in his life and career. Davis has publicly stated that without Ford's guidance, he wouldn't have achieved the success he enjoys today. In one interview, he even revealed that he used to sleep outside Ford's gym, waiting for it to open.
Calvin Ford, what does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father. And then he's one of the guys that held a lot of this, like, this whole family together. Him with Kenny, but for sure, like, them two, they held the whole camp together, for sure.
Wouldn't be here without him? Would you say that? Without Calvin?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be here without him. Just off of the fact of when I was coming to the gym, I was getting that love that I ain't have at home type stuff. So it was always like, Calvin, saying I walked through the gym, Calvin, like, looking for him type stuff.
He told me he used to come to the gym and you'd be outside, sleep in front of the gym, in front of the door.
Yeah, I used to run from I go to school, and then from school, I go straight to the gym. Don't tell my grandma or nothing. Just go straight to the gym. And the gym was closed. The gym didn't even, I used to get out of school probably 3 o'clock, and the gym didn't open till like 4:30. I'd just be outside just sleeping on the front of the gym, just waiting.
Ford, known for his dedication and mentorship, has been a steady presence in Davis's life since his teenage years, helping him navigate both boxing and personal challenges. His role extended far beyond training. He became a father figure and mentor, offering Davis stability and support throughout his journey.
Oh, watching him in camp, it scares me. You know what I'm saying? Because the things that he's doing and his maturity, how would you say, them great ones that can read the field real good. So when he get in that ring, I watched him listen to people conversation, listen to what's going on, and he's real focused.
Calvin Ford has always had a deep understanding of Gervonta Tank Davis's mindset, knowing exactly how to push him to be his best in the ring. This strong connection has been key to Davis's many victories, with Ford emphasizing their mutual understanding and training. However, in his recent fight against Lamont Roach, Davis seemed distracted, lacking his usual sharpness. Observers pointed out that without Ford's presence, Davis appeared less engaged, resulting in a performance that wasn't up to his usual standard.
Just did. We got off the cameras once. It ain't about the dub with me. It's about do you got that will against will. I don't know. I know I can. I ain't pushed no buttons with Tank yet. I came from a different beast. I understand what we got to go against every time we get in there. That square box of lunch is serious. So when I talk to him, he know what I'm talking about. Let's see. April 22nd. Ron. Deal with it.